Namaste. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shruthi Adelaide's Utsav. This is our end-of-year activity. It's more a party than a function that other Shruthi events have been. I will be your MC tonight, along with...
And I'm Sridevi, and I'll be also joining Vinaya.
So we will be taking you through the enthralling items we have for tonight, on the stage as well as on the table.
How amazing. I'm sure this evening is going to be a feast for our eyes, ears, and our palate.
Yes, but before we start feasting our eyes, ears, and palate, some housekeeping first. Masks are mandatory if you're not seated. So please get your Shruthi mask. There are free masks at the entrance with Shruthi on it, so you won't forget Shruthi. Please get your Shruthi masks, and if you're standing up for any reason, even to go to the next table or to catch someone's eye, please put your mask on.
And Vinaya, have you done the COVID check-in?
Yes, I have. And I hope everyone's done your COVID check-in.
Yes, please, everyone should do the COVID check-in. You can either use the app or we have the SA Health, the COVID listing forms in the entrance. So I request every one of you to please do the COVID check-in. Thank you.
And everyone's got to do it individually, please. One per family or one per couple. That sort of thing won't work. So please individually check in by the app or on that form. And please do maintain distance as much as possible. What we have done is, even though the table normally can hold 10 people, we've got only 6 chairs around the table. So people who are close contacts or family can sit next to each other, but the others, please take responsibility to kind of move across the table from people you don't know very well, kind of push a chair a little bit away if it's too close to the other person. So we've got enough distance around us. And I'd like to reassure you that we've been told this room holds 400, and today we have less than 100 people here, so quite within our most recent regulations.
That's true, Vinaya. It's we have to maintain our distance, social distancing, but together we're going to enjoy a wonderful evening.
And stay safe at the same time.
That's true. And this evening we are going to enjoy a delicious vegetarian 3-course meal, specially prepared for us by Charminar Indian Restaurant, Clemsig. The food will be served at your tables so you can relax and stay seated. When I was coming in, there was some really good aroma coming from the kitchen, so I'm sure it's going to be tasting really delicious.
And I think while we're waiting for the entree to come in, I don't think we've started serving entree yet, there's a little activity you could do. I was thinking, I'm saying this while they're tuning their instruments and the mics, but all that's been done. We've been very efficient today. So before I introduce them, I'd like to tell you there's a little card on your table. Those are place cards. And because we were not sure the number of people who were coming in today or the exact people, we didn't write names on it. Please feel free to write your name on it so your companions at the table will kind of remember your name. Some of our names are not as easy to remember as everyone else's. And going back to the food and the drinks, there are different drinks at different tables. So if you feel like, if you think there's no Coke at your table and you want a bottle of Coke, please feel free to borrow one from the table next door or ask them to share their bottle of Coke or juice or whatever. So that's okay to borrow drinks from across each other. Just increases the friendliness of the whole thing, doesn't it?
That's true. Now let us begin with some acknowledgements. First of all, we would like to acknowledge the land we meet on today. I would like to invite Prema Sri Rama to do the welcome and acknowledgement of country in the Karuna language.
Marni na pudni, nadlu tapinti, nadlu gana, yatanka inparinti, naitalya. I would like to acknowledge and pay respect to the Ghana people, the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which we are meeting today. I acknowledge and respect the Ghana people's cultural, spiritual, physical, and emotional connection with their land, waters, and community. Thank you.
Thank you, Prema.
Wow, that was really impressive, Prema. You learned to say that in the Ghana language. Excellent. Thank you. That was really impressive, wasn't it? And she's learned it and she got permission to do the welcome, so amazing. Well done, Prema. I know we're waiting to hear what the people here behind me are ready to present, but I'd quickly like to make an important announcement. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. I'd like to remind everyone that we keep 1.5 meters distance from others whenever possible. Please avoid hugging, kissing when you greet each other. Our namaste is a wonderful way of saying hello. Do practice good hygiene. There are bottles of sanitizer for you to use if you need them. And if you have any, I know you wouldn't be here if you had any flu-like or cold symptoms, just to be aware of that. And please, I'm sure many of you have downloaded the COVID Safe app. Please do so if you have not done so already. And of course, take the masks when you think, take the masks and use them for later as well.
Vinay, I think we have been very thorough with our announcements and we have taken up a bit of time. The artists are waiting. So let us start the evening with a prayer to Lord Ganesh. The Ganapati Kruti will be on the violin and will be followed by a medley of Carnatic songs by Suma Rudrapatna. Suma Rudrapatna started her music career at a young age, getting her initial music tuitions from sister Srimati Shamala. She continued formal Carnatic vocal music lessons from late Sri Belavadi Srinivasa Iyengar, disciple of Hari Shekanallur Muttaya Bhagavatar, and then continued with his student Srimati B.V. Vijayalakshmi. Suma has been teaching Carnatic vocal music to youngsters here in Adelaide for the last several years. She has also coordinated various music group activities in Adelaide and performed at many Shruthi events.
And here, where I'm standing, is Mr. Haran Jaganathan. He's on the mridangam. The instrument he has is the mridangam. And he's our favorite mridangist in Adelaide. It was Haran's father, who was very knowledgeable in music, who encouraged him to take up learning the mridangam at a very young age. Haran is a disciple of Sri A.N. Somaskanda Sharma, who is a disciple of Sri Tiruchi Shankaran. He has accompanied various renowned artists like Srimati Kasturi Rangan, Sri Surya Prakash, Srimati Bhargavi, and others in Australia, Singapore, and Malaysia. And Haran has also supported various music concerts here in Adelaide. So regular Shruti goers will have seen him accompanying Sri S. Shankar, Sri Krishna Ramaratnam, and other Adelaide artists. And next to Suma, with this beautiful instrument that looks a little bit like a sitar, that's the veena. And playing the veena today is Sangeeta Ramkumar, who is very passionate about this beautiful instrument. She also teaches the veena. Sangeeta has performed at various musical programs, and alongside the veena, Sangeeta also has a great passion for the arts and oil paintings. That's news to me. We'll do something about that soon, Sangeeta. She's also a dancer. And when she's not doing all this, Sangeeta works full-time and is a professional accountant. Phew. She's continuing her advanced training in Veena as well, under the guidance of Sri Karukurchi A. Ravi. And right next to me now is Sujeevan. Sujeevan is playing the violin today, and he's from Melbourne. He's not been long in Adelaide, I think. At least I've never seen him play on our stage before. Welcome, Sujeevan. Welcome to Adelaide, and welcome to Shruthi. He's a doctor by profession, and has been learning the mridangam under the tutelage of Balashri Rasaya of Melbourne, and then started learning under the guidance of Rama Shivaraja in 2006. He has since also been under the guidance of Sri H.N. Bhaskar, hailing from the Parur style of violin, and more recently has been training under Sri Ahilan Shivanandan. Sujeevan is an ardent admirer of the great Lalgudi Jayaraman, so am I, and attempts to emulate the Lalgudi Bani in his performance. We usually start an Indian event with a prayer to Lord Ganesh, and today that prayer will be played on the violin by Sujeevan. We start with Mahaganapatim Manasasmarami, Muthuswami Dikshitar composition in Ragam Nate. So put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for this wonderful Adelaide music group.
Next we will be presenting a shlokam from Sangeeta Ratnakara, which is from the 13th century textbook of musicologists. And then we continue to present one of the compositions of Sri Dayananda Saraswati in Raga Revati, Bo Shambho, Shiva Shambho. Chaitanyam sarvabhutainam nivrattir jagadatmanam nada brahma tadanandam advitiyam upasmahe. Bho Shambho Shiva Shambho Swayambho. 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 Shambho Shiva Shambho Swayambho. Bho Shambho Shiva Shambho Swayambho. Bho Shambho Shiva Shambho Swayambho. Bho Shambho Shiva Shambho Swayambho. Gangadhara Shankara Karunakara Mamava Bhavasagara Taraka. Gangadhara Shankara Karunakara Mamava Bhavasagara Taraka. Shiva Shambho Swayambho. Shambho Shiva Shambho Swayambho. शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो धिमित धिमित धिमि धिमि किट किट तोम तोम तरि किट किट तोम धिमित धिमित धिमि धिमि किट किट तोम तोम तरि किट तोम मतंग मुनिवर बोधित ईशा सर्वदिगंबर वेष्टित ईशा मतंग मुनिवर बोधित ईशा सर्वदिगंबर वेष्टित ईशा नित्य निरंजन नृत्य नटेश ईशा सर्वेश सर्वेश ईशा सर्वेश सर्वेश शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो शम्भो शिव शम्भो स्वयम्भो स्वयम्भो So next we will be presenting Patnam Subramanya Iyer composition, which is in the raga Bilahari. So first the violinist will show the variations of the scale a little bit. Then I will sing the same, almost similar notes, just like whatever comes on the stage we will be presenting. It's you cannot memorize the next version. It's just called Manodharmam, which is just on the spot whatever comes to us, which we present. So that's based on the scale, of course, not going away from the scale. So all three of us will do one by one a small piece. Then we will follow a structured approach of a composition. na 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 परिदानमीचिते पालिन्तु मे मो परिदानमीचिते पालिन्तु मे मो परिदानमीचिते पालिन्तु मे मो परिदानमीचिते Next we'll be doing an English notes composed by Muttai Bhagavatar, who is my teacher, was a disciple of Muttai Bhagavatar. So the composition is actually composed when a Westerner challenged Muttai Bhagavatar, can Carnatic music really be adopted to English music? So this composition was constructed on behalf of how flexible Carnatic music is, to show that this composition was constructed. And then later on, Madurai Mani Iyer really brought that into effect. So we will be presenting that. And then in the middle, we will also be doing a small God Save the Queen English, British national anthem of version of the same thing in Carnatic music, which was constructed by, composed by Muthuswami Dikshitar. ga pa re ga sa sa ni da ni re sa da pa ga ma sa pa ga ma ga re ga pa re ga sa ni da ni re sa da pa ga ma sa pa ga ma ga re ga pa re ga sa ni ni sa ni da ni re sa da pa pa da pa ga ma sa pa ga ga ma ga re ga pa pa re re ga ga sa sa ni ni sa ni da ni re sa da pa pa da pa ga ma sa pa ga ga ma ga re ga pa pa re re ga ga sa sa ni da ni re sa da pa ga pa sa ni da ga ma da pa ga sa ga pa da pa ma ga re sa re ga pa ma ga pa sa ni da ga ma da pa ga sa ga pa da pa ma ga re ga ni sa सर्वाधारे सर्वाधारे सरि नि सरि गा गा मा गा रि सरि स नि सा सा सरि नि सरि गा गा मा गा रि सरि स नि सा सन्ततं पाहि मां सङ्गीतश्यामले सर्वाधारे सन्ततं पाहि मां सङ्गीतश्यामले सर्वाधारे चिन्तितथा प्रदे चिद्रूपिणी शिवे श्रीगुरुगुहसेविते शिवमोहकारे चिन्तितथा प्रदे चिद्रूपिणी शिवे श्रीगुरुगुहसेविते शिवमोहकारे सन्ततं पाहि मां सङ्गीतश्यामले सर्वाधारे 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 ga ma re ga ba re ga ga
Wow, that was beautiful. Let's put our hands again for the great music. And it was so beautiful and divine to start this evening. I'm sure you all agree, such a beautiful performance. Thank you. Thank you for your performance. Before I go to the next item, I would like to request, please do not move the seatings or chairs between the tables. We need to maintain the seating arrangement, so it's a kind request from us. Now I would like to invite President of Shruthi Adelaide, Mr. Narayan Rai, to give the welcome address, please.
I'll take 1 minute. Thank you, Shruthi Adelaide, for giving us this wonderful opportunity for presenting Rai Avare. Thank you so much. It's indeed a very great pleasure for every time to perform in Shruthi. We take it so personally. We want to do our best and we want to do justice to Carnatic music. So my teammates, Sangeeta, then Sujeevan and Haran have really put this, put together this one in a very short time in this fluctuating time of the COVID pandemic. So thank you all so much for listening, and especially thank you Rai Avare for giving us this opportunity. I really appreciate. Thank you so much. Sorry, due to different reasons, we are unable to really participate in the dinner program today. Sorry, we will have to exit the function. I am very sorry about that. So you please take care and enjoy the function, rest of the function. Thank you so much.
Namaste to all. Namaste is very useful now. Dear all, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all because we have made it today to the Utsav with all the uncertainties caused by microbes unseen by the naked eye. This is our end of year finale Utsav. Utsav is derived from Sanskrit word Utsava, or Utsav generally means a festival or celebration or any joyous occasion. It also carries the meaning of delight, merriment, and pleasure. This is our celebration after the year-long hard work, which means I need not speak about describing what is Shruthi. You would have attended to some of our Shruthi functions. Shruthi Adelaide means classical music and dance events are always the best ones. We have had a great run this year and the previous year. Please take a moment to browse our Shruthi menu card on your table. That is this one. You will find it on your table. Please browse through that. I am not talking about the dinner card menu, but the card on your table about Shruthi, what we offered in the last couple of years. You are here means you are supporting Shruthi. Have some knowledge about Shruthi's activities and motto. Despite the concerns, you are here. Can I say you are the true supporters of this Shruthi tonight, and you are the champions. Could I request everyone to turn to your either side, right or left, and say to the person next to you, you are champion, with a warm thumbs up. Please do that. You are champion. You are really champion today. Tonight is about end of year celebration. You may or may not have plenty of animal products such as seafood, meat and poultry with beer and wine for the last Christmas weekend. Tonight it is to give you a cleanse to the tummy with only plant-based 3-course food. Of course, I guess you may get somewhat intoxicated with the music and dance you are going to be entertained by. As I welcome you all to our end-of-year celebration, I would like to extend a special welcome to our guest of honor, Honorable Tung Go. Welcome. MLC, thank you for taking the time to join us today, Mr. No. I would also like to welcome Mr. Rajendra Pandey, Commission Member representing the SA Multicultural Commission, SAMC, here tonight. Welcome, Rajendra. We thank Department of Premier and Cabinet and Multicultural Affairs for supporting this event with a grant. I acknowledge Honorable Jingli has sent her apologies due to prior family commitments. We can fully understand that they also working throughout we are so hard, they need holiday and family things. She could not come, but she has sent her best wishes over the event tonight. I acknowledge the other VIP present here tonight. We have Telangana Association Regional President, Mrs. Harita Reddy. Harita Reddy, can you please, is there. Welcome. We have Mr. Don Bosco Arakyo Sami, Secretary from Adelaide Tamil Association. There, welcome. We have our Pongal coordinator, Pongal is coming up shortly. Christy Anthony is here. Welcome. We have Mr. Adi Reddy, past IASA president is here. So everyone is VIP. We have all of you. I would like to thank our friends Adi Reddy, Divakar Reddy, and Emeritus Professor Purnandra Jain for supporting the Utsav with full table bookings. Very fast. They had so much confidence with the Shruthi functions. Also, thanks to everyone who made your bookings with the confidence that we can offer you a successful and enjoyable evening today. I thank every one of you who made it here to attend this event. Congratulations to you all. Everyone is a winner here. We are providing everyone with a free reusable mask. Later you will get some surprise gift, return gift. There is surprise return gift. And also you have your Shruthi pen there. It's a gift for you to take home, which I promised in all my emails. Later you are in a draw to win 4 lucky prizes worth $100 or more each. And I thank Lucky Draw prizes sponsored by Indian Temptations and Indian Plaza. I thank the volunteers who are helping tonight to arrange the food and serve the food. Of course, thank you to all performers and the star artist coming up soon, Dr. Sriram Prasaram as well. Thank you very much for coming online later and contributing to Shruthi Adelaide from overseas Chennai, India. Now, without further ado, let us sit back. Please enjoy the Utsav. Thank you. Now, before I leave the stage, I have one more job to do. My next task is to introduce the Shruthi committee, the committee who did the hard bit throughout the year and to present this today's occasion. So can I call to the stage Mr. Srirama Srinivasan, our treasurer, please. And yeah, please here. Can I request Dr. Ashok Kumar Manoharan, fundraising officer, on the stage, please. But these are not only the committee. We have more people like Mrs. Sangeeta Venkit, Secretary, Mr. Triman Gill, Marketing Officer. Unfortunately, they could not be here because of the prior family commitments, which is understandable. But whole committee wholeheartedly put very good, hard work throughout the year. And we have presented, as you can see in this menu card, this is our 6th function. 5 functions similar to this we have offered. This is the first time we are offering a sit-down dinner with all the difficulties we made it, and we really thank you for your support, and we feel ourselves happy, and we achieved. It was just like a race. Every day we don't know whether we'll reach it or not. Finally, we have reached it today. So many uncertainties, so many things happening, but we made it today. We are happy. That's why everyone is a winner and a champion. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ray. And Shruthi has done a wonderful job today, not only today, but right through the 2 years. What's next, Sridevi?
Our next item is a thematic presentation by Roshni Christie and Shraddha Iyer. Vinaya, do you know Roshni is a newly graduated dentist?
Okay.
And I was just thinking, in future, if you have a shaky and dancing tooth, you have a dentist and a dancer, Roshni, in town. How nice is that?
Fantastic. A dancing tooth? I think I'll avoid that if I can. And Shraddha is a second-year Monash University student studying a double degree in science and biomedicine. I think she's going to be a doctor. No, we don't need any doctor jokes, all right?
Okay, no more jokes.
No.
And have you watched them perform together before?
I have actually. I think they've been, Roshni and Shraddha have been dance partners. Sorry. I think they have been dance partners for the last few years. But today they're debuting as an official duo. The group, they're a group of 2 at the moment. They're called Attami. Attami is what you do with your neck in Neo Bharatnatyam performances. So that is, I think my mic is a bit. Thank you. So, yeah, that's better. They've called themselves Attami, and they will be dancing together, and they will continue to spread the joys of Bharatnatyam with their performances in Adelaide, I hope. They've both completed their Arangetrams in 2016 and have danced on various stages internationally and locally. And they've received awards for their valuable contributions to Shruthi Adelaide as well.
I have watched them also perform together before, and it was a bliss, and I can't wait to see their performance. Let's enjoy.
They have been preparing and working hard for today's performance and would like to introduce you to their dance themselves. So let's welcome Attami to the stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we would like to present to you a Bharatnatyam ballet inspired by Russian composer Tchaikovsky's original ballet from 1875, Swan Lake. Swan Lake is one of the most popular ballets which are performed by companies all over the world. In this ballet, Odette is a princess trapped in a swan by an evil wizard's curse. She will only be freed by true love. Then, one night, a prince stumbles upon her and falls in love with her. Seeing this, the evil wizard plans to trick the prince at the evening ball back at the palace. He transforms his own daughter, Odile, also known as the Black Swan, to resemble Odette's exact likeness. The prince is then seduced by the Black Swan. He betrays Odette by falling for another. After this, he is devastated, realizing that he has enslaved Odette in the form of a swan forever. The prince then takes his own life out of guilt. In modern culture, Swan Lake has been interpreted in many ways. Roshni and I have chosen to interpret it in our own way. To us, the Black Swan is none other than the dark side within ourselves, a manifestation of our deepest fears, doubts, and insecurities. Thereby, Odette and Odili are one and the same, two parts of the same whole. All humans have good and bad, yin and yang. One must not only realize this, but also embrace it to realize their true self. That is what we have tried to achieve in our dance today.
Pay attention to our dance today as the peaceful Odette is dancing on her own. Suddenly, a shadow of doubt appears which begins to overwhelm her and eventually banish her, just as our insecurities can sometimes overwhelm us.
This is the story of how one can beat their own psyche, or in other words, win themselves over, stay strong and conquer fear and self-doubt. Once this happens, you are at peace with yourself and can attain happiness. To depict this final happiness, we will be dancing to the music of Kadana Kuthalam Tillana in Thalam Adi.
Tajam tajam ta ta jam ta jam ta jam kerta gerdum kerta gerdum kerta gerdum tajam ta ta jam kerta gerdum tajam ta kerta gerdum tajam ta kerta gerdum tajam ta tajam ta jam kerta gerdum ta jam kerta gerdum takatiku 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 kerta gerdum
natratadim tanannatum tarararani natratum natratum pratililana natratadim tanannanum tarararani natratum natratum pratililana natratadim tanannanum natratadim tanannanum tarararani natratum natratum pratililana natratadim tanannanum tarararani natratum തരികിടജം തജണുത തരികിടജം തരികിടജം തജണുത തരികിടജം തരികിടജം തജണുത തരികിടജം തരികിടജം തജണുത Sriram Prasaram tani gagga sari gama maga maga dhim tananam tararani nadretum dhrililana nadretum tananam tararani nadretum dhrililana nadretum tananam tararani nadretum dhrililana nadretum tananam
In the process of preparing for our roles today, Roshni and I reflected on our own fears in dance.
Will I forget the steps I learnt?
Will I trip and fall on stage?
Will I injure myself practicing?
Will my dance connect with the audience?
Will my dance be judged out of context?
Is Bharatanatyam becoming irrelevant?
Will Bharatanatyam be forgotten?
Is our passion going unnoticed?
These very fears and doubts ignite a fire that pushes us to work harder, to live out our passion. In the song Black Swan, global superstars BTS sing of their fear of losing their passion for music. This is their inner shadow. Only by confronting it do they realize that music is all they have, and their passion is reignited once more.
Likewise, only when confronted with the fears of losing our craft do we work harder to shine on stage. Martha Graham, a famous contemporary dancer, said, "A dancer dies twice. Once when they stop dancing, and this first death is the more painful."
In honor of all the sources which inspire us to keep pursuing our passion, Shraddha and I have prepared a contemporary dance to showcase to you today.
We wish to ask you, what is your passion? What will make you confront the black swan within yourself? Ask yourself, what's my thing?
What's my thing?
지금 나를 더 못 돌린다면 내가 손을 더 떨리게 못한 잠은 어쩜 이렇게 한번 죽겠지 아마 But what if the moment's right now, right now 귓가에 누린 심장 소리만 뻥뻥뻥 벗어날 해도 그 입속으로 점점점 어떤 노래도 알지 못해 소리 없는 소리 질러 모든 빛이 침묵하는 바닥에 길 잃은 내 발목을 또 잡아 어떤 소리도 들리지 않아 Killing me now, do you hear me? 홀린 듯 천천히 가라앉아 나 몸부림쳐 빠졌어 빨리 바닥나 모든 순간들이 영원히 돼 Feeling me now, do you hear me? 이젠 너좀 쉬가 차라리 내 맘 녹아게 내가 뛰어들어갈게 가장 깊은 곳에서 나는 날 봤어 천천히 넌 오늘도 여기 나의 정없이 내 스튜디오 거쳐 하루 깜깜하게 나를 스쳐줘 절대 끌려가지 않을 거야 다시 또 inside myself 귓가에 빠진 심장 소리만 뻥뻥뻥 손을 뜨고 나의 숲으로 점점점 그 무엇도 날 삼킬 순 없어 이건 나의 소리 질러 모든 빛이 침묵하는 바닥에 길 잃은 내 발목을 또 잡아 어떤 소리도 들리지 않아 Killing me now, do you hear me? 홀린 듯 천천히 가라앉아 나 몸부림쳐 빠졌어 빨리 바닥나 모든 순간들이 영원히 돼 Feeling me now
Wow, wasn't that amazing? I'd say another big round of applause for those talented youngsters. That was such an amazing thematic fusion, they called it, but to see Bharatnatyam and a modern dance with music from Tchaikovsky as well as BTS. That was a very interesting, introspective piece to do your thing. But now, back to our program. I'm still breathing. I'm still trying to get over that dance. It was absolutely beautiful. I'd like to now invite Mr. Tung Ngor, MLC, to say a few words. Mr. Ngor is the first Vietnamese-born member of our state parliament. He was also the first Vietnamese-born person to be elected to local government in SA when he was elected to the Enfield Council, where he also served as deputy mayor. Welcome, Mr. Ngor, to our function, and I'd invite you to take the mic. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Could I firstly acknowledge your president, Mr. Narayana Rai, and his committee for doing a tremendous job in the past 24 months in keeping the association going and doing a variety of shows such as this. And another show that I went to a couple of months ago at the past community that was tremendous in terms of listening to all those music that went back 500 years ago. And tonight I'm also representing my boss, Mr. Peter Malinauskas, MP, who's unable to come tonight, so he sent his best wishes to the association and everyone here tonight. Thank you for inviting me, and obviously Peter. Before I came here, I was a bit stressed out. As you could see, I went to a shop today, down a little Asian grocery shop, and all these people were jumping up and down on me about the current COVID situation, and people were losing their businesses and had to pay rent while they had to shut down, and asking me what I can do and stuff like that. So it is very stressful at the moment for many of us. So I hope that we all remain strong. But especially tonight, we come here, we listen to all these beautiful music. It obviously relaxes us and forgets for the next few hours what's out there, and focus our inner self, and obviously things that are positive, like the previous dance, the Swan lights, that demonstrate through dancing and through music. There are positive aspect in our body that we could use at the moment. So thank you all the dancers and all the musicians for performing tonight, and also give us an opportunity to reflect on our daily lives. So once again, thank you very much, and congratulations to the association, Shruthi Adelaide. Once again, you've been around 30 years and still gone very strong, especially at this difficult time. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nao, for that very supportive speech. Our next item is a virtual concert from Chennai by Dr. Sriram Prasaram. I invite Srirama Srinivasan to come up on the stage and introduce and begin the concert. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm going to introduce shortly introduce Sriram Prasaram, Dr. Sriram Prasaram for us today evening. Sriram Prasaram is one of India's leading musicians today, hails from a family steeped in musical tradition. He started learning the violin at the age of 4, and as a child prodigy, he gave his first performance at the age of 8. Since then, he has given well over 4,000 violin solo and violin jugalbandi concerts all across the world. He is one of India's topmost accompanists, having accompanied all the leading vocalists spanning 3 generations, legends such as M.D. Ramanathan, D.K. Patamal, R.K. Srikanthan, Neduneri Krishnamurthy, M. Balamurli Krishna, Maharajapuram Santanam, through veterans like T.N. Seshagopalan, T.V. Shankaranarayan, T.R. Subramaniam, N. Ramani, to leading musicians of the current generation such as Mandolin Srinivas, Neyveli Santana Gopalan, Sanjay Subramaniam, T.M. Krishna, and N. Ravikiran. His mother, Srimati Parvati Parashuram, is his primary guru. Sriram has also trained under stalwarts such as Sangeeta Kalanidhi, K.S. Narayanaswamy, Sangeeta Bhushanam, Krishnamurthy Bhagavatar, and Vaidyanatha Bhagavatar, and so many other people. For the Hindustani music, he is one of the primary sishyas of the Doyen Padma Bhushan Pandit C.R. Vyas. And among many other accolades he has been awarded, one of the most noteworthy is the President of India Gold Medal for both Carnatic and Hindustani violin in 1981. He is one of the very few artists graded as an A-top grade artist all over India, and for both Carnatic and Hindustani music violin. He's been featured regularly in both All India Radio and Doordarshan for National Program of Music and Akashvani Sangeet Sammelan. In 1989, he was awarded the prestigious Firestone Fellowship to study Western classical violin in the US, and he completed his master's music degree in Western violin performance from the University of Akron, Ohio, USA. He proceeded further and did his PhD in world music from Wayleson University, USA. Besides his accomplishments in the field of music, Sriram Prasaram holds a mechanical engineering degree from VJTI, University of Bombay, and an MBA from IIM Calcutta. Many awards and titles have been confirmed on Sriram Prasaram, such as the Ustad Amir Khan Award, the Bharat Ratna MS Subbalakshmi Award, the D.K. Patamal Memorial Award, and the titles Nada Kanal, Surmani, and Isai Jyoti, and Sangeeta Kala Bharati. In April 2012, the Satyabhama University confirmed an honorary doctorate on Dr. Sriram Parasuram for his outstanding contribution to the field of music, both as a performer and composer. In 2013, the music organization Mudra conferred upon him the title of Jnana Samudra for his accomplishments as a musician and musicologist. There are so many other awards, and we are running short of time, so I'm just going to skip some of them. And other than classical music, Dr. Sriram Parasuram has made many successful forays into the field of jazz and popular music. He has also collaborated, composed, and performed with many musicians from different cultures, such as Javanese, Western African drumming, Japanese koto, and so many others. He also forayed into the world of film music, having composed the music for Sri Maniratnam's Tamil film 5 Star. In recent years, along with his wife Anuradha Sriram, he has evolved a most unique and thrilling concert format of Carnatic Hindustani Jugalbandi. This has been hailed by the audience throughout the world as the most artistic, innovative performance genre. And as an active teacher, Sriram spends a lot of time teaching music and has a significant number of students who are established and upcoming performers of today. He also serves as a teaching faculty member of the Advanced College of Carnatic Music in the Music Academy, Madras, and visiting faculty at Kalakshetra. Joining Dr. Sriram tonight will be Sri Guru Raghavendra on the Mridangam, Sri R. Rahul on violin, Sri B. Sri Krishnan on harmonium, and Sri Ganesh Rao on the tabla. So let's now move over to India and from Chennai, where Dr. Sriram and his team will join us live on Zoom to perform specially for this event. So we have Dr. Sriram for you. Please put your hands together for him. And please give us a couple of minutes for us to set up the technology bit, and then we'll be there with you. Thank you.
Use of social media, and we had pretty much every week a concert by a local artist from Adelaide or from interstate, from one of the other states within Australia, and also overseas. So that was a fantastic venture that Shruthi Adelaide has done. And then we had you would remember that we had some excellent online events with very famous, quite top artists playing music or doing dance performances for us. If you don't remember or you've missed them, check the card on your table that has these list of Shruthi events for the last 2 years. And don't forget to check out Shruthi's YouTube channel. As part of those online performances, we also started a YouTube channel. And that first performance I remember, where there was a lot of musicians and dancers, and one of them was, if you know Carnatic music, M.S. Subbulakshmi is like the doyen, is like the greatest musician, vocal artist in Carnatic classical music. And her great-granddaughters performed. And that particular event garnered within 2 days more than 1,000 views on the YouTube channel. So it was extremely popular and greatly enjoyed by all of us. So don't forget to check. Just put in Shruthi Adelaide on YouTube and you'll be able to go on the YouTube channel. I can't see the screen. I'm not very sure what's going on there. Nothing happening there. Zoom's great, but it takes its time, doesn't it? How many use social media in your work, in your general life? Pretty much everybody now? Yes, yes. Well, that's a good exercise in the middle of your eating, to just wave your hands and make sure everyone's active. We can't stand up because then we'll have to wear our masks on. But Zoom and the online technology that has started has really made a difference in our lives, isn't it? This could have been live broadcast on Facebook or other channels. So it's just made the world so much smaller and so much more enjoyable, I think, when we can enjoy various activities and not just use it for meetings and have I'd say a young person going to try to help with the Zooming. Not happening, Asta? Well, it is quite a distance from Chennai to Adelaide. So we'll wait for the technology to reach or for the wires to reach. While we're waiting, how many of you have actually filled in that card with your names? That was the first activity. I see 1, 2 hands going up there, cards filled in. And how many of you had met new people at your table who would have used those cards? Beautiful, beautiful. There are people who met new people and the cards were useful. Excellent. Something else to do with those cards, when you take them home, make sure you can have that for when you go to another event, even though it says Shruthi, because it's a great conversation starter. The colors are wonderful, and when someone sees the name Shruthi, they often don't understand what it is. Shruthi, if you count the letters, S-H-R-U-T-H-I. 7 letters. Ooh, we're on. And there are 7 notes in the music. And there it starts. 7 notes of our Indian music. Enjoy, ladies and gentlemen.
The MLC for the South Australian Parliament and the Committee of Shruthi Adelaide, Narayan Raiji and Ashok Manoharanji and Sriram Iyer. I would like to acknowledge the leaders we have here, Don Bosco from Adelaide Tamil Association, Adi Reddy ji and Haritha Reddy ji from Telangana Association. I see Priya Ramesh ji and Ramesh Menon ji. Welcome, sir. So they are the another amazing music and dance schools, Kalalai. I'm very fond of them as well. And anyone else that I've forgotten, and Shirish ji, I think, from Maisa. So welcome everyone. This is an amazing opportunity for us to actually get together in a very difficult circumstances, as Tung earlier mentioned. I think we have done relatively very well as compared to the other states, and we are lucky. And if God allows, and we all behave ourselves, hopefully we'll get through this challenge. And I'm so happy to be here. When I was listening to Veena being played, and I said to Ashokji that this is the first time I've heard live Veena being played, and I could imagine that, like Goddess Saraswati, this is how she must be playing. So it was really nice and very blessed. I'm so happy to be here. And I must say this, that from the organization or the body that I'm representing today, Honorable Jing Lee, she sends her apology. She had her own family commitments, and she had a difficult year. She lost her brother a few months ago, and so this is the first Christmas without her brother, so that's why she couldn't attend. And I'm also representing the South Australian Multicultural Commission, which was earlier SAMIAC, South Australian Multicultural Ethnic Affairs Commission. So the government has recently passed a new act, South Australian Multicultural Act, and it actually focuses on interculturalism. And I think I'm so happy to see people from all across the country in India and every culture. And I think one of the things that ties us together is music. And I love music. I don't understand it, but I really enjoy it. And I think this is an opportunity for us to actually spend time together, although we can't come and shake hands. Otherwise, I would have loved to go and see Adi Reddy ji and, shake hands with Don Bosco. But unfortunately, we can't do that. But my heart and my soul is with you. And I really hope that we enjoy the dinner. Thanks, Shruthi Adelaide, again, for putting this together and for having plant-based food, which I always love. Otherwise, I'm always worried that how am I going to eat, because I'm a vegetarian. So thanks to Charminar and all the sponsors for helping us put this event together, and for the performers as well. So I hope the other... should I carry on? Okay, yeah, good enough. So, yeah, I'll talk about myself as well. So I also am a president of South Australian chapter of Vishwa Hindu Parishad. We are a 25-year-old organization in South Australia. One of the things that I'm really passionate about is recruiting people into Australian Army. So if anyone, so I'm personally a captain in the Australian Army. I serve in the Ordnance Corps, and I think there is a lot of opportunity there for our community. So because there are community leaders here from Telangana and Tamil Association, I would like you to think about how to encourage people in our community to join the Australian Army. I'm a bit biased. You can join the Australian Defence Force, the Navy and the Air Force, but I think Army is the best. And as a reservist, I think a lot of people think that if I join the Army, I'll be sent out to Afghanistan, but that doesn't happen. If you're a reservist, I'm a reservist. I carry on with my professional job. I'm an accountant and a lawyer, but the Army gives you an opportunity of earning some extra money and having an exciting lifestyle, and you get paid tax-free salary, and then you serve your country. And not in the right order, but you serve the country and you get tax-free money. But I think I would like to encourage all of you to think about it. If you are under 45 years of age, you can join the Army. And I personally train on every Saturday people who want to join Army. I can train you, and I can make sure that you are physically fit and prepared to join the Army. So that's one passion I have. So if you need any assistance or any questions, look me up, and I'm more than happy to support you in that. Okay, that was one advertisement. The other thing we do also is, a helpline. So we have currently we've been running a helpline for 2 years now. It's called a Hindu helpline. So we have women helpline, men's helpline, youth helpline, a religious helpline. And in fact, one of the programs that we are going to launch today is a free yoga, not today, but in this week, is a free yoga program for all women in our community. We realized that during the last 2 years, things have been hard for all of us. Like I can imagine from my perspective, I haven't visited India for more than 2 years, and I'm homesick already. Australia is my home. I always say, Australia is my wife and India is my mom. So I'm enjoying my life with my wife, but I'm missing my mother. So and I think that puts a lot of stress on our families and our women especially. So we would like to run some sessions for women, and this will be starting with a free yoga program from one of the yoga partners we have, Raj Traditional Kriya Yoga. That's not me, someone else whose name is Raj, but he runs the yoga school. So we'll give you some sessions, free sessions to learn yoga and practice yoga. So for mental and physical well-being, and that will be followed up with your professional development exercises. So we'll help you apply for jobs, prepare for interviews, if you are interested in starting your own business. So we have a whole consortium of services that we are going to provide. And we are, men may complain that why not about men, I think, but we will come to men. But right now our priority is women, I think, because women are stronger than men, and if we have strong women in our community, the community is going to be stronger. So if, again, we'll watch out for those programs. Sorry, Haran Jaganathan, I'm just going on about my programs. But that's all. Yeah, because that's what I do, But Shruthi Adelaide is also a good organization, I think. When I was coming here, my son gave me a membership card. He said, oh, you're going to Shruthi, take this membership card. And I remember you have a family membership card. And I saw the date, that was 2019. I said, I can't use it. But that reminded me that we should actually get our membership fees for 2021. So I promised myself that I'll take membership. And I think that's one way we can support Shruthi Adelaide and organizations like Kalalai by being taking membership of these organizations, and also by attending the events. They do an extremely important job. This culture, the traditions have been put together by ancestors over a millennia, like 5,000 years. It plays, it is the least we can do. The least we can do to actually honor our ancestors and the cultural heritage that have kept, brought together for us is by attending these events. And if possible, if you're lucky, like, we have Shraddha and other girls and children, engaging them in learning these things. But thanks so much. I think I've got the sign. I'm good to go. Thank you. Hari Om.
Thank you very much for that speech.
Na 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 tadara na tadara na 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 na
Rama 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 ధర్మాది మోక్షములు పరమ పురుష ధర్మాది మోక్షములు పారదోలు సున్నది నాలోని పారదోలు సున్నది నాలోని పారదోలు సున్నది నాలోని పారదోలు సున్నది నాలోని వాగురమణి దలియక మృగగణములు వాగురమణి దలియక మృగగణములు వచ్చిత గులుడి.
Yeah, all of us are able to, see you, and all of us are still sitting here and watched. They've all watched your program with complete, happiness today evening. This is one of the last events of this year, and everyone has watched your beautiful performance. Thank you for coming all the way from Bangalore to Chennai.
Thank you.
To perform for us, and despite this COVID time, you took all the steps and these, all this travel and all these efforts to perform for us, and it was very, very encouraging for us to see you perform online for us. Although there is a slight technical difficulty, but still we made it. And the most important thing is this is the first international, artist performing for Shruthi Adelaide this year, and I'm very thankful.
It's also
I'm very thankful.
Credit goes to you and your team for also making this possible. So full credit to you all also.
I would want all the audience to please give a big round of applause for Sriram.
Check.
Are you able to hear that? Did you hear that, Sriram?
Yes, I did.
He's on mute? You're on mute.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you hear that?
I could hear it. Yes, yes.
Okay. Fantastic.
Thanks
great.
A lot. Great, wonderful.
Thank you. And
thank you.
Just a second. Our President Roy, Mr. Roy, he would like to say a couple of words for you.
Yes.
I am Narayan Rai, the President.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste. Dr. Sriram, it was so soothing, so much inspiring, so great. Really, we appreciate. It was a very good confluence. As we advertised, it was Hindustani and Carnatic and Western music. It was fantastic. It was really great. We enjoyed. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And wish you all a very happy and health and anxiety-free 2022. Thank you so much. Thank you. Namaste to all. Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Namaste. Thank you, sir.
I'm sure you enjoyed that beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. Good. Thank you. And now we feel really satisfied and replete with music, with good food. And one thing we have not yet done is get something more. There's always something more that we could get, I suppose. But it's always lovely to receive gifts, isn't it? So we've got. I don't know if you were aware, but we had like door prizes, which we didn't let you know at the door, but we do have some prizes that have been sponsored. So it's a lucky draw. And I would like to invite some special VIP guests to come on stage to help us draw the prize winners. I'd like to call Mr. Divakar Reddy, our life member, and Mr. Sriram Srinivasan to the stage, please. He's done a great job today by just organizing this beautiful concert we heard, and also has spent the last, and also what am I doing wrong? He has spent the last few weeks, if not months, getting this event ready. So Divakar, Is Diwakar here? No? All right. Can we call? He'll be here soon. Shall we call someone else in the meantime? The prize, I'll let you know what the prize is first. It's dinner valued at $100 at Indian Temptations, 490 Main North Road, Blair Athol. So that's one of our best restaurants, very typical Indian, North Indian, Punjabi food. I'm sure there's other cuisines as well, but beautiful Punjabi food there. And so the prize is $100, sponsored by Indian Temptations. Ambika, why don't you come along? Come on, come on. It's only because, it's not only because, but Diwakar and Ambika have been very strong supporters of Shruthi for a very long time. And we said, why don't you become a member? You've not become a member yet, even though you come and volunteer for Shruthi, your children perform for Shruthi, and as soon as we mentioned member, Diwakar just became a life member. So thank you for becoming life members of Shruthi. Come on up, and it'd be great if you could draw. Yeah, you go in front. My mic is squealing. Come right to the center. Go right through, don't look, close your eyes.
It's Adi Reddy Yara. Number 4. Number 4.
Yes, I give it to him, right?
I think so.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Adi. I hope you enjoy your dinner at Indian Temptations.
For the next lucky draw, we like to call Ashok and bring along Pani Meda, one of our Shruthi life member, to the stage to pick up the lucky winner.
Ravi Padayachi. Ravi Padayachi.
Yes.
Another lucky winner of the $100 voucher from Indian Temptations.
Beautiful. Congratulations. I'd now like to call upon Mr. Narayan Rai to draw the next prize. Harita Reddy. Harita, would you please come on stage, please? Harita is the president of Telangana Association here in Adelaide, and she has been a great supporter of Shruthi as well for quite a long time.
Thank you, Harita. If you can just...
The prize is Indian grocery valued at $100 from Indian Plaza grocery stores on Main North Road. And the winner is, you can call them.
You have to read.
Deepak
versus number 2. Number 2. Number 2 is your wife.
That's all. That's all.
And then he'll come. That's all.
You have booked 3. 1, 2, 3. It is number 2. Whoever you get inside.
Oh, I can take it.
Thank you. Congratulations, Deepak. And there's another, the final one which is grocery valued at $150 from Indian Plaza. Who would you like to invite?
I would like to invite Emeritus Professor Purnendra Jain to come up and draw. Let us see who is the lucky one.
Again, Purnendra ji is one of our very valued members who became a life member and who participates in Shruthi.
Dr. Ananda Sadashiva.
Haran Jaganathan. Congratulations to all the raffle winners. That's groceries and some dinner sorted for next few months. That's really good. And our next item is a musical medley by Omens and Kalalaya.
While they are coming up on stage, I'd like to give a quick introduction. Omens is an Adelaide-based duo comprising of Declan Grogan, who is a tenor and plays the saxophone, and Jack Wilsmore on guitar and EFX. They formed earlier this year out of shared interests in quasi-free music. Omens explores a variety of genres with influences including jazz, blues, avant-garde and rock music, which come together to create a unique strain of fusion music. Both Declan and Jack are studying jazz performance at the University of Adelaide, having just finished their first year in degree, so they're music students. And they will be playing with Ramesh Menon, who is the director of Kalalaya School of Indian Music. Ramesh teaches and performs on various musical instruments, including the guitar, keyboard, and many other instruments. And today he's here with his guitar. I think the guitar is Ramesh's favorite instrument probably. And I think I heard you play that with KJ Jesudas when he was here in Adelaide. Amazing. So Ramesh is one of our hidden talents. He plays occasionally. He teaches. He's got quite a few talented students, but to hear him play is a real treat. So without any more ado, let's listen to the Omens and Kalalaya.
Hello. Hi. Sorry, everybody. It's my great pleasure to extend the vote of thanks. Unfortunately, you people have to bear with me for a few more minutes, as this is a formality of giving a vote of thanks. So please stay patient for a bit more time. On behalf of Shruthi Adelaide Committee, I would like to thank Honorable Tung No MLC, Member of Legislative Council, Upper House of State of Parliament, Mr. Rajendra Pandey, Commission Member, SA Multicultural and Ethnic Affairs Commission, SAMC, all regional association presidents, Telangana Associations, ATA, Mr. Adi Reddy Yara, MALC Board Member, former President IASA, all VIPs and distinguished guests, Shruti Life members. Special thanks to all our volunteers who have been working very hard since the last few days' time and also even today morning and till evening. Our sponsors, Department of Premier Cabinet, Multicultural Affairs. Thanks to participants and the performers. Thanks to our music presenters, Mrs. Suma Rudrapatna and team, Mr. Ramesh and team, Declan, Grogan and Jack Wilsmore. Special thanks to the dancers tonight, Ms. Roshni Crispa Christie and Ms. Shraddha Srirama Iyer. Thanks to MCs Vinaya Rai and Sridevi and Prema. And thanks to the Fugolar Function Center, especially Rita, the manager, technician Chandima and his team, Shruthi Adelaide Management Committee, most importantly, you all who came today and supported and enjoyed the celebrations. And thanks specifically to Dr. Sriram Prasaram, who joined us tonight from India. Thank you all.
So that brings us to the end of another wonderful evening by Shruthi. Good night, folks. You can take yourselves home. Stay safe, drive safe, and have a wonderful rest of the night, rest of the year. And we'll see you in the new year. Have a great one. Good night.